I mean, amazing.
How are you,
now we're
Ryan?
going to have you on air.
Hi, nice to see you. You ready? All right, we're here with Lisa right at the finale. I mean, what an amazing night. All I can say is winning fan favorite, that must feel even more special because the fans actually really, really enjoyed you. I mean, you went from TV star to reality star and everybody likes you.
Oh, you know what? I was actually really shocked because it's not called fan favorite, it's player of the season. And you know what? Malcolm played one heck of a game. So I'm so grateful for this, that the fans said, well, you may not have played Survivor enough to win $1 million, but you played hard and we're there cheering you on to the end, and that means a lot.
Well, I think one of the biggest things I think you did of the season is you inspired so many people. You definitely inspired me. You inspired Christina. I mean, we were there watching every week, of course. We do our podcast afterwards, and like you were just so well spoken, and you just everything that you said is just, I don't know, it touched me and it touched a lot of people, and I'm sure it touched a lot of your fans. Like looking back, was it hard to watch yourself sometimes? And like, what was the reaction with yourself watching everything back?
It was very hard. It felt like another wave of all that happened on the island. Watching it was just knocking me over again because my internal issues are wanting to be liked and not wanting to be judged. And so now that it's played on television, it's exponentially harder. And so, but I guess it's like a person trying to give up cigarettes if they have to smoke a lot or whatever. I had to take it from all sides, from the internet until I got to the point where it's like, wait a minute, I cannot give other people this much power over whether I like myself or not.
You let it all hang out. It's that's why I think why people connected with you so much, because you literally didn't hold back at all. And a lot of people do. They're cognizant of, oh, there's cameras on me. A lot of people would think that an actress of your status would hold back a little and maybe not just spill it all out there. But it's so funny how sometimes you don't even realize that the cameras are there at some point, and you just start spilling your tea all day.
Yeah, and you know what? That you're stripped of those things that really you use to protect yourself in life. And so when your self-protection is decimated, then you're just left with who you are. And at that point, you have a choice to accept it or not. And that was a hard choice for me.
It's just been amazing to watch you to keep true with your alliance and being true to your word. And it's been difficult. It's been like, there's often times that we would watch you and we would just think like, wow, there is a true transformation process watching you. Like, what was the biggest takeaway from the game of this moment?
I would say the biggest takeaway for me is to accept that I'm going to make some mistakes. I'm going to, and I'm going to make some right moves. I'm going to reflect God sometimes, and then I'm going to reflect humanity sometimes, and that all of that is okay, not just the so-called good sides of me.
Why did you want to play Survivor? I know you said you've been a super fan, but what was the real reason behind it?
Well, my cognizant reason was because I love the game, and I love games. I have a game club in my home, and strategy is just actually fun for me in life. So that was why I thought I was going out there. But I do think that at a deeper level, I wasn't aware of it. I needed a context to give myself permission to do things that I wouldn't let myself do in real life, And if I hadn't had the context that was safe in a game, you know what? Those things come out somewhere else and they can hurt you. So I think it was just this place of, okay, here's your chance. If you want to be absolutely your shadows and your light, then let's get you a context that it's okay so you don't just kind of suddenly go ballistic somewhere and
somewhere else
where you're gonna really regret it.
How much of a stronger person are you after doing the show? It's so funny, like you said, transformation, like day 3, day 4, and then here you are at the end, and like you just have so much confidence now and everything. How has this game like really changed your life?
It's still changing because I will still go home and I will still say, oh, you know what, that sounded so mean when you said that, or oh, you know what, that sounded so, Looney Tunes Christian, or oh, you know what, you shouldn't have done that. I'll still do that. It's just, it won't knock me flat for days and I won't be in a ball of tears. I'll just have to kind of regroup and go, you know what, even if that is true, it's okay.
One last final fun question. So now that you've spent some time with the cast, after the show is aired and everything else, is Abby really that bad in real life?
You know what? I never had that much trouble with Abby. And I think she has done a remarkable job with her day after interviews and tonight and on the Probe show of just owning up to her, her gameplay and laughing along with the rest of us.
Great. Thanks for stopping by. We live for you. And the camera guy, Gary, loves you. He was crying the whole time, just screaming for you. Thanks for stopping by. Can we get a picture?
Yes.